man, they doing the same thing in New Orleans though.
Yeah, that's what I tell dudes from Louisiana too, and I try to talk to them. I was like, hold up, dude, if this is your house, if it means something to you, hold on to it.
Right.
Do what you gotta do, fight, dog, because it ain't nothing like being from somewhere that don't exist no more. Ain't nothing like it. Brooklyn, they know the same thing.
Brooklyn has
nothing like being from somewhere that don't exist no more. Like, this is your home. You love this place.
Right, I'm from the Cooper Road.
There no more. It's not there. Fight for the Cooper Road, dude. Make sure the Cooper Road stay black. MLK stay on that street right there, or, you know, even put Cooper Road under that and make sure it stay, you know, the same kind of people. Cause I promise you, when they go away, go away. My neighborhood is unrecognizable to me.
Dude, that gotta be a sad.
It's sad.
Last time you been back home?
Last year. I was there last year, but when I go home now, I go to other neighborhoods, you know, that are still, and where my friends still live. My friends who can still afford to live there. You know, I go see them, but they're in different places. Like, I go to the Bay, and we go to the areas that we used to go to, but then we go to their house in Fremont or Union City or Fairfield, you know, which were places that were so, when we were kids, the places was hella far in our minds, you know. They were just up Interstate 80, but in our minds, they were so far away because we never, you know, there's no reason for us to go out there. But now this is where they live because they can afford to live there and, you know, take an hour and a half commute into the Bay to where they work, you know, into San Francisco and Oakland, Berkeley, and, you know, places like that. Even Vallejo was far away, but now even Vallejo, where E40 and Mac Dre are from, that's starting to change. There ain't much left of that. It's like this, man. It's like driving through. Like, there's a little bit of hood left, just a little slice of the hood left, and then boom, you know. Ooh. Like clean streets and manicured lawns, and in Oakland, you know, the streets were clean, the lawns were manicured, but it had this beat to it. It was black. It was very black. Mm-hmm. You know, it wasn't hood. It was
lower middle class.
Yeah, it was just black. It wasn't hood. You know, your people worked for AT&T, Shipyard. You know, there was right. Know, people who worked and stuff. It was just black. You know, you knew that. You know, if you wanted to go get some Chinese food, you went outside in the neighborhood. If you wanted to eat Mexican or soul food or something like Jamaican food, you was in the neighborhood. You know, you was like, you know, hey, walk to the corner, get me some this or that or whatever. And, you know, you was walking and you was going to get that for your parents or whatever, you know. But it wasn't like, it wasn't hood. You know, my mom and my stepfather would send me to the store to get him some cigarettes, you know what I'm saying? And it was a 4-block walk through the neighborhood, you know, right past the barbershop that Fillmore Slim called his headquarters. It was called the Glass House. It was a Glass House barbershop. The whole front of it was Glass House. I mean, the whole front of it was glass, you know, right past there. I walked right past there to the corner store. I used to get Fillmore Slim cigarettes when he was sitting in there, you know, sometimes. Hey, young blood, go get me some cigarettes. Viceroy. I know you smoke Viceroys, you know. Go to the store, grab the cigarettes, come back, you get a change, and whatever you put it in the jukebox. All good, yeah.
You see, hey, you see what I'm saying? Man, let me go get the tripod. You talking to him all day, man. This is crazy.
Stop gang violence, and they did whatever they could to push that song through. Mm-hmm. MC Search from
Third Base, yeah.
Who was he talking shit about? He's talking shit about Hammer, yeah. He's talking shit about Hammer. Yeah.
Because they done the video, him and his partner.
Right, but not Pop Goes the Weasel. It was a different. So you talking about Pop Goes the Weasel?
Yeah, but it was another song. They stayed on Hammer.
That they stayed on Hammer. That's right. Yeah. Hammer put a hit out on him.
In real life,
a real life hit.
See, you from the Bay, so yeah. I mean, you from the West Coast.
Yeah, from the Bay.
You from the Bay, yeah. But you know, Hammer hung around.
Yeah.
OG Hammer was a hood dude.
Yeah,
he just, you know what I'm saying.
But so the hit that he put out though was in L.A. I want to say it was an award show or something for MC Search. Third Base was going out there. There was a hitter on Search, and Search didn't find out about it until he was in the air, and he had to call his people to quell the hit, you know, to put it down. So they call, what's the guy's name? The guy in the wheelchair. What's his name? Dude in the wheelchair. Anyway, what ended up happening was dude in the wheelchair said, "I see what I can do, but it's American Music Awards. I want to sit next to Michael Jackson at the American Music Awards, and I'll stop the hit. Oh, and by the way, I need you to help me get this record put out." And the only people that they knew, they were Def Jams.
Yeah.
So they had to call Russell Simmons. Russell Simmons put that shit together. And that's how Self-Destruction came out. No, I'm sorry. I'm wrong. That's how We're All in the Same Gang came out. That's the
we're all in the same gang.
Self-Destruction.
Right.
That's how that one came about. Yeah. I'm sorry, wrong one. It's it's the song that they always play right after they play Self-Destruction.
Yeah.
Anytime
we're all in
you
the same gang.
hear, anytime you hear,
like the West Coast.
They had West Coast on it.
Coast.
They had Hammer and Ease and them on it.
Right. He was a JJ.
Self-Destruction. I had a story I used to tell.
Somebody else was on that.
LL wasn't on that.
LL
wasn't on that record on Self-Destruction.
No, he wasn't on We're All in the Same.
But his rhyme was.
Who here?
Rhyme?
I want to say it was MC Light did his rhyme. That he wrote MC Light's rhyme on there.
And I've heard stories of LL writing on there, but I didn't know who
Yeah,
verse.
it was
So he had a verse on there.
Cool D's line was his verse.
Yeah.
His was the one. Took a brother's life with a knife as his wife cried as he died in trifling.
Yeah, Cool Mo D had a tight verse.
Mo D's verse on there was
Man,
That's crazy.
Melody verse was tight too though.
Yeah.
I remember Big Melody, the big chick.
Miss Melody.
Yeah, Miss Melody.
Yeah. Mo D's verse on there and Heavy D's verse on
Heavy D.
there was ridiculous.
Heavy D. That was my boy though. I used to like it.
He doesn't get enough
He don't get enough credit.
as a rhymer. He doesn't get enough credit.
He don't get enough credit as a rhymer, and I don't think he get enough credit as a producer neither.
Or as a producer. Shit,
You know
or
what
as
I'm
a
saying?
record.
In his latter years, he started producing.
Man, Heaven was big, man. Like Heaven was here. Like I know it got down here. You know what I'm saying? Like we was big on Heavy D down here. Remember he did the video with he had the wedding or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Man, Heavy D was big down this way. I don't know how he was on the West Coast, but I know he's big down here. Heavy was a beast.
So his rhyming skills, to me, because he was colorful in the dance, so they never really took his skill serious.
And he never embraced the cursing part of it. He
But
never cursed.
on Blue Funk, on that album Blue Funk,
was dope.
he ripped line after line
Blue
after
Funk
line.
was dope. Blue Funk was dope.
I'm trying to think who else was in that.
That What's Called album was dope too. Right after Trouble died, Trouble T. Raw. That Love for Your album.
Peaceful Journey.
Yeah, Peaceful Journey. Peaceful
yeah.
Journey.
That album was dope. Yeah. Found out that's still uptown. That's still
uptown.
Yeah, I got that on show. Beef jerky looking at. Yeah, I got it on there.
Do you listen to Sirius XM? You listen to LL Station?
So it was on. So I listened to it, yeah. But I liked the channel that they had before LL.
What was that?
It was called Backspin.
Okay,
Backspin. It was before they had LL's channel on there. And I do like listening to the little in between it. They got the stories and stuff.
Yeah, stories. Yeah.
Like that.
And what I noticed about it, because I listen to it a lot, LL gotta move more efficiently on updating the music in the program, because it's so repetitious. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because they play a lot of the same
You
stuff.
can tell what's coming on next.
So the thing is, where people started listening to satellite over terrestrial radio, is they didn't have the same restraints that we had. Like, we gotta follow a playlist, so you will get tired of a song. We if a song is hot, we just gonna play it.
Yeah.
And satellite radio weren't doing that as much in the beginning.
Yeah.
But it's a formula that's tried and true. And now they started doing it. Like, you're right. My car came with a trial, and I think I bought one series for the satellite afterwards.
Yeah.
But I'm like, the program is not as good as terrestrial radio, and the personalities, in the interview, Ron asked me about have I ever wanted to be syndicated. Well, what I do realize about what's hard about being syndicated is you don't have a local pull. Like, I get on the air and somebody does something stupid like have a shootout over a phone at a damn Walmart. I ain't talk about that. There's so much stuff that, if I'm in a studio in New York, I might not have heard about that. Somebody in Shreveport is like, might not have heard about whatever went on, in Park Slope.
Yeah.
But now the New York listeners, they get the Park Slopes part. But Shreveport, half of us, we like, what the hell is Park Slope? You know, what are we talking about? So I know to be topical on a nationwide level, it's got to be hard. But to me, I'm listening to him, and it just doesn't sound. It sounds terrible. I'm driving down North Market Street in Shreveport, and whatever this jock is talking about does not. You know, it doesn't.
Okay, did she have some clothes?
It has nothing to do with me.
Right.
And they want me to pay for this radio.
That's what I'm saying. I was just sitting there thinking about that, like, damn, I don't want to hear news in nobody else's time.
And for free, I can listen to my friend, my coworker, or my friend, or even somebody that I might not like. Or one of my friends who works on another frequency here. I can listen to them give me their take on Adrian Perkins. You know, on Ali Tyler. You know, which is much more topical and compelling to me than whatever's happening in Park Slope.
Right. So. Hey, I was gonna say too, man. The reason why I don't mess with satellite radio is because, I mean, I got Apple Music and Tidal, so I can basically control my own. You know what I'm saying? So I might feel like listening to MC8 one day, South Central Cartel. Then I might want to go over to Leaders of the New School. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I got them platforms, because I don't feel like, I know when some whack shit come on, you know what I'm saying? I be wanting to, if I'm on satellite radio, I just be like, man, I already past this shit. You know?
Like a lot of this stuff, I still actually have. I got a CD collection.
Oh, me too. Me too.
So I have a lot of that stuff already, and I have it on the I got a flash drive. But when LL said he had the station, I tuned in just to see what was going on. Like I say, it was starting to get so repetitive, and I'm sitting there listening, and it's old school station, so it's certain old school artists I would expect to hear. Man, it took me probably about almost a month, 2 months of listening to it before I actually heard some special ed. I'm like, man, you're not playing no special ed? And he finally popped up.
Just I got a date. That's it.
And that was it.
That's it.
When it popped up, I was like, damn, it took this long for you to start.
They didn't do the Magnificent or none of that?
We want to hear that.
Hell yeah.
Right, and you love it because, you know, it's LL. If you're a hip-hop fan of any of the last 20 years, at some point, LL was your dude. Yeah. At some point, LL
I started out liking LL.
Yeah, but I'm saying at some point, he was probably your favorite.
Yeah, he was.
At one point, LL was everybody's favorite.
Boys,
As a kid, I thought, by my name being Jeremy, I used to run around the house think I was until NWA came along and Ice Cube bust through the screen.
Right.
Their music was a lot more relatable to what I was actually seeing. No, Q kicked the thing in
Q
first.
kicked it in.
Oh, no, Easy jumped out. Remember, Easy jumped out the screen coming out of jail
on the video. I'm talking about straight out of
Yeah.
Compton video. Q kicked the thing in. You know, and that was more.
Who are my top 5? You know, it's easy for me to answer now, but it was hard for me today. But you just pick your favorite rhymer from every different style. You know, like just straight lyrics. If it's just the play on word lyrics, I don't think even to this day anybody's gotten Rakim. I don't think to this day.
No.
But when you talk about storytelling, Ryan, boy, Slick Rick would tell you a story.
Yeah,
you would follow
it. It was. That's the art of storytelling.
Right, and when it came to being just a bragger, you can't touch LL.
No.
Or a career ender. Battle rhyming, not face-to-face battle rhyming, but rhyming over records about somebody else, LL was a career ender. To me, the only battle he ever lost was to Kool Moe Dee.
I'm gonna ask both of y'all.
I'm with you on that one.
So there's nobody, because I know. So there's nobody that accomplished all 3 of those feats that you just named. No,
all 3. Maybe those 3, but then there's still more.
Bragging.
There's revolutionary rap, which of course Chuck D. You know,
Chuck D. You can't.
Right. But the argument is there for KRS, and if you say KRS, I won't say you wrong. You know, Paris was out there. You know,
a lot of people sleep on Paris.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, hell, he was a beast.
Yeah.
I mean, the greatest rapper of all time to me is probably gonna be Eminem.
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I asked you that question. I asked both of y'all that question because, I mean, he did all of it. Like he buried niggas. One of the greatest storytellers ever.
Great storyteller.
Charisma. I mean, every category what did he not accomplish?
He even had a dope alter ego he was following.
So if there is
See what I'm saying?
So if there is a Swiss Army knife rapper, then it's him. You know, if you
go.
want to put a Swiss
Damn,
Army
that's a
knife,
good way to put that.
Yeah, but I don't think that Eminem was number one in any of those categories. Like when Eminem was at his height, I still think that just rhyming over beat, I still thought Ludacris was better.
Ludacris was a dog,
yeah,
man.
Ludacris, I thought
he was a punchline. Like,
and here's the deal: Ludacris had a lot of good production behind him, but he had a lot of terrible weak production behind him. And he still rode that weak production to a song.
And he's another one that, man, he will slaughter you on the track.
He's
too clever.
Man,
he will slaughter you on the track.
Man.
And I tell you one rapper, Southern rapper, that took me forever to come around to. I would not fuck with this dude, wouldn't. And now he's one of my favorites. I wouldn't mess with T.I. right off the bat. I was not a T.I. fan right off the bat. I wasn't. And I heard something later. I was like, oh yeah, I like that. And then I went back into his catalog. I was like, oh no, this dude been dope. I was just asleep.
Yeah, I always been a Tip fan. Yeah, I always been a Tip fan.
But Tip couldn't hang with Luda.
Man, y'all remember Cool Breeze? Whatever happened to Cool Breeze?
I like Cool Breeze.
I just
Was that watching the Hunt?
Cool Breeze.
Yeah.
Cool Breeze was dope, man. And then he just disappeared.
But you know, Cool Breeze came out. He came out. Like around the time. Did you watch the Dungeon Family documentary?
Oh, absolutely.
Man, that documentary was so
Cool
good.
Breeze fell into that play of where they was. You know, they were having their differences.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Him and Sleepy Brown, but don't think about Sleepy Brown. Sleepy Brown had a little bit more steam.
Yeah.
A little bit more following.
He was kind of like the Nate Dogg of the South.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I think Cool Breeze fell into that. So, I mean, you know, certain artists, they can't continue to push themselves.
Right.
And he didn't have that foundation.
That dude was dope, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, he
was
wanted to
real
keep
dope.
going.
He was real dope.
Y'all remember Dirty?
Yep.
The Dirty Boy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, man, like I said, man, it's a lot of people that I just be like, I wonder what happened to these cats. They were so cold. You know what I'm saying? Like, just
a lot of times it's just bad man.
Damn.
You know, it's bad man.
Man, Dirty had a classic album.
Like I said, with Cool though, considering just the jailness and the impact of the Dungeon Family, I think he just fell into that where they was going
through their thing. Yeah. I was a huge Cool Breeze fan. I always been a Goody Mob fan.
You see, what's crazy is that
Dungeon Family was dope.
we still getting extension of that family through Future. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, not the same type of music but Rico Wade is his cousin. Rico Wade, the one that convinced him to start writing and rapping.
I don't know about that one.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, just to show you the impact the Dungeon Family still has on the music business. They're still feeding us through Future. That's where he started from.
I tried to write.
You know what I'm saying? But everybody can't get his music like that.
Right.
But I tried though.
That's, you know what I'm saying? Just to show you the impact.
Didn't we talk about this last week? We talked about that last week.
Lost me. Here's why I don't think, like, you know, you give people the benefit of the doubt. Future's probably dope for this generation. That's their music. They're supposed to like.
I like some Future stuff, man.
But
I don't love it, but
here's
I ain't like him at first. So I ain't gonna lie.
me either.
I like that.
Tony Montana, when he came out with Tony Montana, I was done.
That's retarded.
I was done.
And I got him more back then, but here's what he did to piss me off. This is what it was. So there's a movie from the 70s called Superfly. And the movie's a dope movie.
It is,
but
classic.
The soundtrack of that movie is a classic soundtrack.
That's Curtis Mayfield, right?
Curtis Mayfield. Every song on it, you know it. Freddie's Dead, I'm Your Pusher. It's been all those songs have been sampled or whatever. Fast forward to 2018, there's a movie called Superfly. It was some very popular black actors that you really want to see. The Future does the soundtrack, and I can't fuck with one song. I can't do one song.
The last album was bad. The last album was good.
Soundtrack, I can't do one song. It hurt.
I'm gonna tell you, man, where I picked up on Future was Beast Mode. Because that Tony Montana, that's retarded. Like,
absolutely.
That's a stupid song. Like,
dumb.
So I had to stop.
I was mad. I was mad.
But I had to stop calling songs stupid because all of the new stuff would be stupid to me. But it's supposed to be stupid to me. I'm 48. Yeah. They ain't making music for me.
Yeah.
So whatever hip hop is now, it's not for me. It's not being made for me. But just like in R&B, I still got my artists are still making, Common's still making music. That, you know, but that stuff is supposed to sound good to people who grew up, you know, in that time. It's supposed to. So I had to stop calling. It's hard to stop calling stuff stupid. So stuff you hear, it's hard.
Does Jay still recollect what you like? Do you still rock with Jay, Nas?
Yeah. But
J. Cole?
And so, and you might discount everything I ever had to say about hip hop after I say this. I've never been a big Nas fan. Not because his rhymes.
Don't hurt him. I saw your hand go up in the air.
I
know you saw your hand go up in there. Don't hurt him.
At one time I thought I was the only person that felt like this, but I heard Charlamagne say something similar.
No.
Here's no, not just about Nas, but about artists. Period. So there are some outstanding rhymers who just made bad songs. To me, Nas is a dope rhymer. I just don't like many of his songs. Now, there's people out there who can't rhyme a lick, but make some dope songs. And that might be Tony Montana's a dope song.
You like that?
He can't rhyme, but just I like the energy that it brings, though.
Yeah,
It brings this energy. You know what? So let me tell you what. The last time, the last season that my blackness would allow me to watch the NFL, you know, from San Francisco, I'm a Niner fan. And the Niners defense, that was their cut. And they was out there. I saw the energy that it brings, you know? So sometimes, you like that, oh, okay, it's like that. Because we had some stupid, I mean, Biz Markie made a song called Pink and Boogers, man. Come on. Devin the Dude made a song telling you that I was on the bathroom.
Bathroom boo boo.
He's a great.
He's
great. He deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
You know what? In the Hip Hop Hall of Fame, whatever room you walk into, of all of the underrated rhymers, Devin need to be right there with a big picture.
And AZ need to be number one.
AZ should probably be number one. I agree.
AZ need to be one of the most
underrated.
Hey man,
you agree?
Yes, I got Do It That on my phone right now.
Oh man, we were listening to it yesterday. Matter of fact, I listened to some AZ today.
And I still refuse to believe that Sugar Hill wasn't a hit like a monster.
Oh, it was a smash.
No, it was a hit. But it should have been a monster. It should have been Mama Said Knock You Out B.
AZ got one of the dopest verses I've ever heard in history.
Well, on which song?
Life's a Bitch.
Oh yeah, on Nas. On Illmatic.
Who's the baddest? Of course, status depends on salary.
Man,
mentality is money oriented.
All of them can rhyme.
You know
that whole click can rhyme.
Yeah,
that whole click.
Because I really like AZ song that he got with Nas, The Essence.
That song actually was up for a Grammy.
That's my
The
song.
Essence was up for a Grammy.
I love it.
And that's what I'm saying about Nas. To me,
that is.
Nas was. I remember when Nas came out. I remember the Vibe magazine cover. Nas was supposed to be the savior of East Coast hip because
I still got the magazine. I still got all my Vibe, my Source.
It is shifted. Oh yeah, that might have been Source. It wasn't Vibe. It was Source.
Yeah, I got the Source, Double XL. I got them
all of the everything is shifted to the West Coast. Nas was the savior, and when I heard him rhyme, I was like, oh yeah, the dude's got lyrics, but I just didn't like his songs. But Ether was ridiculous.
Okay, we got to get it. You know, we got to go there.
I already know you're gonna go with this.
We got to go there.
We nasty.
And
to have the balls to go up against Jigga at that time, and to go ahead and say, go ahead, put your shit out, and I'll do it again. I don't have. There's no lack of respect for Nas. I don't think he made great songs.
A lot of
that had to do with production and stuff like that. I don't think he made great songs, but if you listen to it, like Nas as a spoken word artist would even be dope. You know what I'm saying? Just because he puts words together.
On that, because Nas hasn't, and I love Nas, but I can see where you're going.
Yeah, the best songs are the songs
His songs, they never were
hits.
Boom.
His songs,
they were Nas, and you gonna give him the respect because they were Nas. You gonna listen, you gonna jam, and but they were never
He hates his
Like,
best
are
song.
we talking about chart topping? Or
Yeah, he never had
Or
that
even,
chart, you know what I'm saying?
So in hip hop, there's a level that you got to go in hip hop. Like, once you leave that underground to become big, there's somewhere you go. And to me, Nas never went there. New York loves him.
Even
hip hop heads love him. But you go to the average hip hop fan in Denver.
See, Nas is he's a hip hopper's artist. He's a rap artist. You know what I'm saying? Because even when he tried to give you that chart topping with
You Owe Me. Nas hates that song.
Everybody was looking at him, and him himself was like, man,
Nas hates that song.
That's not Nas.
But that's one of his biggest songs. And after that,
and he was trying to chart
that
now
and Nostradamus. Those songs, they
now what you call it kind of broke it for him is the Hate Me Now.
Hate Me Now.
That whole album, like I go through that whole album
with Timbaland and Aaliyah on it, but that wasn't Nas.
That's not Nas. Those are his records. That's not Illmatic.
Yeah,
no, Illmatic is a different sound altogether. Yeah.
I'm gonna start with Sacc first, and then I'm coming to you.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Who won to you? Who won the Jay-Z and Nas?
Nas, hands down.
Man,
and I say, and I've always, I was a big Jay fan at that time. I was a big Jay fan.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying? And I've always been a Nas fan. But at that time, I was a big Jay fan. And my partner, when the takeover came out, oh man, I'm like, damn, this nigga here is ill. I say, man, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my partner, he called me one night. I never forget. He called me, he say, man, I got something you need to listen to. He had a mixtape, and I hadn't heard it. He had a mixtape that he had just got, and it was on there. And he say, man, your boy Jay ain't fucking with Nas. And I'm on the phone arguing with him. I'm like, man, what the fuck you talking about? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Man, get off my phone with this bullshit. He say, man, just come out here and listen to this song. That's what you do. When I went over there and listened to Ether, man, I couldn't do nothing but put my hand down. I said, Jay need to throw it in. Throw it in the towel.
No, that's a battle between two
know what I'm
songs.
saying?
But body of work,
Jay got it.
I don't. Nas doesn't have an album, to me, that even touches Reasonable Doubt.
Illmatic.
I don't know. Not to me.
Really?
Not to me. No. Now look, maybe if you took the producers and flip flopped them, I might love it.
But see this.
I might love it. But
see this why I'm gonna have to. This why I'm gonna have to debate you on that, because Reasonable Doubt was dope, and they didn't label it a classic till years later.
Cause nobody heard it 2 years later.
But
everybody heard that. It was the most anticipated album of all time. It was the savior of East Coast hip hop.
Look, check this out though. Now this what gets me is, okay, Jay put that out at 27 years old. Nas put Illmatic out at 17, 18.
And Jay-Z kind of had another profession at first, though.
I get it. But the subject and the rhymes and the shit he was talking about on Illmatic to be that young.
There you go. He was like a prophet at that time.
See, Jay was seasoned. When Jay came in the game, true enough, he had to live his life doing other shit. And he said himself, he put out Reasonable Doubt for his homeboys, because they wanted him to put out something. He was seasoned. He knew he could rap.
It was mafioso rap too. He did mafioso rap like Raekwon. You know
he was already seasoned.
Yes.
For Nas to jump off the porch with this at 17, 18 years old.
Think about what he's saying. Now you gotta think about it.
And I'm not mad at that. I get it, but when he's always been that kind of rhymer. Jay-Z ain't the same rhymer that he was on Reasonable Doubt. Nas is still Illmatic.
Jay-Z just changed.
He's still Illmatic and grew up. Jay-Z
just
ain't
changed
and if you look at J.O. records,
you can hear it then.
And if you look at J.O. records that Jay-Z was on,
Jazz
records that Jay was on. If you look at those, he's different even still.
Yeah, he was rhyming fast.
He was rapping like, I ain't gonna lie, when they said that about him rapping like the Fushnikins, remember the Fushnikins style of rapping or whatever?
He was rapping like
I do it like Rabbits.
When he was on the original flavor.
Yeah.
He was rapping like this.
Yeah.
So it's like
Illmatic a better album than Reasonable Doubt, man. I want you one day when you get a chance, just go back and listen to both of them. At the age that you are now, and we wise, just listen to what Nas was saying.
No, but so we talking about a better album, or we talking about some prophetic shit? Because it's like X-Clan to the East Black Groups ain't necessarily a better album than Bum Rush the Show. But damn, they talking about some shit. You know what I'm saying?
No,
but that's what the kind of rhymers they were.
See, Illmatic had everything in it. Just like I think it even had more than what Reasonable Doubt had. You had songs for the hood niggas. You had songs for the peace in the hood. You had shoot 'em up. You had all that in one album. And it was prophetic.
So everybody here can call themselves a head to a certain degree. Everybody here can call themselves a hip hop head. I don't know that if you just speaking to the person who's just listening to hip hop, not necessarily a head, somebody who doesn't read liner notes. I don't know. I still think Reasonable Doubt will be their album. You read liner notes. You read liner notes. I read the fuck out of liner notes. I would have to say that just the average guy is like,
I would just honestly
because there's a space for, there's a space for mindless music. It don't have to. We talking about hip hop here. There's a space for it, and then there's a space for. Some of us will listen to Dead Prez and love it.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of Dead Prez.
See,
what?
that was MC.
Come on,
so when. The first time
I what? Exactly.
People try to get me to get on it. I
see what I'm saying? But then there's a space for somebody who ain't not really fucking with them. Dilated Peoples.
I did like Dilated Peoples.
I did too.
I did too. But then there's people like who, they let them go away and stuff like, fucking Slum Village.
Slum was nice. Slum Village was dope.
So there's room for it. But guess what? While Slum Village, while Dilla, who's one of the greatest producers ever, fucking with Slum Village, there's people who didn't know who Dilla was until he died.
Jay Dilla? Who didn't know who Jay Dilla was?
A lot of people.
A lot of people.
Jay Dilla, matter of fact, Jay Dilla didn't start getting his proper praise
until he died.
I knew of that, because I used to be into that type of shit, like High Tech and all of them. You know what I'm saying? I used to be into the whole producer thing and whatever. That's how I knew who Jay Dilla was. But like my brothers, they didn't really care about that type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
See certain things. Like you were saying, certain things.
The stuff that you know. The stuff that you know. And you just gotta know that.
And then, I used to be in the magazines too.
And you gotta know that stuff to say Illmatic was because you didn't have to try to hear was Reasonable Doubt outside of New York. Sooner or later it got to you. A lot of people had to try to hear Illmatic because he was a savior in New York, and for a little while only New York was messing with him. Philly or whatever. Only New York was messing with him. I promise you.
Reason Without ain't even Jay's best album to me. The Blueprint is.
It ain't the best album to me either.
What's the best Jay album?
Ooh, to me?
Yeah, you might be right.
And you know what? I'm going to say American Gangster. I love that album.
She don't even like 444.
No, I don't. But I love Jay-Z album. Jay-Z album, American Gangster. Man, what? No, every word, lick, period, comma. I love that album.
And American Gangster was dope, and it was dope for
what
to
album
me.
Came out right before the Blueprint.
In this reason, the Blueprint.
The Hard Knock. No, what compilation album they did? It was a Jay album, but it was a compilation album.
Dynasty?
The
Dynasty. That's right.
The Dynasty.
See, like American Gangster was dope for me because at the time when it came out, and just listening to Jay say that, because wasn't nobody expecting the Jay-Z album. He had got inspired by watching the movie.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And he went in the studio and within like 2-3 weeks he gave us his album. That's why it was dope to me, and just listening to that body of work and was like, well damn, this is
that's a great time in hip hop too.
You know what I'm saying? And in that time span, this movie really inspired you to do this when you really wasn't thinking about making an album.
Right.
That's what makes it dope to me. You know what I'm saying?
The song on there is that
Rough Riders was out around that time.
Oh, that was the peak.
Rough Riders was out around that. What Wu-Tang had?
Okay, you had Wu-Tang, man, and at this time you had Wu-Tang, Cash Money, Rough Riders, 3-6 Mafia, that whole Click Project Pat and all of them. Nelly, the St. Lunatics, which I've never been a Nelly fan. I was a St. Lunatics fan because I liked Murphy Lee.
I like Murphy Lee.
Yeah, like
right, there you go. Nelly. Now he's not that dope a writer.
no,
but damn, he made some
great
dope songs. Damn, he made some dope songs.
He made great songs. And I would be riding around, I would be singing country grammar.
Right.
And my boy, like, man, you like that bullshit? But I'm like, cuz. I say, man, cuz. This nigga making some dope ass songs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then a couple years later, he saw exactly what I was talking about. He like, man, boy, he really ain't no hell of a rhymer. But man, that nigga makes songs. You know what I'm saying? He makes some dope ass songs.
I did like when they did the Batter Up. I like Batter Up.
Batter Up was first of all, the Batter Up video belonged to the videos that we was talking about earlier. The Sade horseback video, the Janet Jackson,
the damn Tip Drill video.
The Tip Drill. Oh my goodness,
that was the pinnacle. That was the pinnacle.
Nah, so Batter Up was just sexy ass women. Tip Drill was soft porn. that went over there. Tip Drill was soft porn.
Around that, like that was the peak. That was the peak, man. You had so much good hip hop going on at that point.
Eve by herself. Well, that was her dope album.
Oh yeah.
Before that, what
was it? The first? Is it the First Lady? What was the name of that album? Oh shit.
Was that the one?
Her first album.
First album.
I'm gonna tell y'all who was overrated on that though. Dragon was overrated, bro.
Yeah.
Dragon was overrated.
Yeah.
But apparently Fabulous wasn't. Same time frame. Fabulous apparently wasn't.
I mean, not. I think the label did. They didn't
push Drago. Who's a better rhymer, Fabulous or Drago?
Oh shit, Fabulous.
Damn.
But I prefer Fab mixtapes.
I thought
his album.
Fab can't put together no album.
He can't put together no album.
I thought
mixtape. I'm all about the mixtapes.
Jadakiss cannot. And that's one of
Jadakiss. Jadakiss is one of the best cameo rappers ever. When Jadakiss is on your or mixtape too. When Jadakiss is on your stuff, it's ridiculous. But I tell you something. One of my favorite rappers is like that. To me, he shows up all the time. But I get why people don't like him. Definitely his solo albums, because he's a little bit grimier than usual. But Method Man is one of my favorites.
Oh hell,
Method Man's albums, I get why people. I love them. They just grimy as fuck. But I think Method Man
like Tikal is one of my favorite albums. Say man, Tikal was dope. Tikal was dope, man. Tikal Method was dope. That's Method turned me on the Wu-Tang.
Yeah,
like Method turned me on the Wu-Tang from the first METHOD, man.
Yeah.
I think video came out.
Oh yeah.
I'm sitting here looking at this dude with this pad braided I'm looking at. I'm in front of the TV like, man, who is this? I'm in shock and you don't know me. You don't know my style. I'm like, man, what the fuck is this?
That nigga was a rhyme
and
slayer.
that's what Meth himself turned me on the Wu-Tang. From him, that's how I learned about everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
I was caught up in it. I was caught up in the
36 Chambers.
Yeah, when all this stuff was going down, it's like we got divided. It's like before I left and went to Kentucky, I got divided. So at that point, dude, we weren't even listening to East Coast hip hop. None. We wasn't on Wu-Tang, we wasn't on none of that. When I got to Kentucky, that's when I got back introduced, and like Joe said, he got introduced through, he went Method Man, Raekwon pulled me in the Wu-Tang. You know what I'm saying? Ray pulled me in, and then that's when I went, then Ghost, and then it just went from there.
I'm gonna tell y'all something.
Ghost albums is dope.
Oh, hell yeah.
Man, when I was
he your favorite?
Yeah.
He your favorite?
Yeah. It's gonna be out of him or Raekwon.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I was a kid, I used to go to the mall and I would spend whatever little money that I had made on tapes. I would buy a lot of tapes. Well, I was in the mall this particular time and I was trying to find something, but it was nothing that I knew of that was out. But I wanted to buy something. So I never forget. I saw the Jodeci CD, they first CD, and I could look at the cover and I could tell that they was kind of hip hopish. I hadn't heard nothing from them, but the tape, the actual tape, it was in the mall. I hadn't heard nothing from them. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn. So I go look steady, looking. Certain stuff I saw I had and I didn't want, or this and that, and I pulls up on the Genius CD. Which is Jizzle.
Yeah.
It's his first. Tape. It's his first tape. I'm in Sound Shop. It was in South Park Mall.
I know what you're
I'm
talking
in Sound Shop. So I pulls out this tape, and I see it, and the cover. I see these four guys. I'm debating between the Jodeci and the Genius. So I'm gonna get this Genius. So I got it, and little did I, because that's the first tape to come out from the Wu-Tang Empire, from that whole, and I got it, and when I listened to it, it was alright, but it wasn't all that. But once they came and hit the scene, and I saw him in the video, I said, man, the same dude on this tape. So I'm like, damn, he part of this. But just to go to show you that, just me being a hip hop head, just trying to find something to listen to. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know that this was the dude that was part of this, and they ended up being like the greatest collective ever. You know what I'm saying? Then when I went back and read, it was probably about last year. I went back and read. They were talking about Jizzle, and they brought up that tape. Genius. You know what I'm saying? He was a genius, and you know what I'm saying? They were like, well, it didn't sell worth a fuck. And they were like, it didn't sell worth a fuck. But it was the first thing to come out of that whole Wu-Tang Empire. And I was like, damn, I actually owned it.
I discovered Jodeci through hip hop too. Jodeci and Mary J. Blige actually anticipated them because I'm one of the people who owned the Father MC CD.
Yeah, I had the Father MC CD. I had the Father MC CD. The Father MC tape. Now, Father MC
treated like they want to be treated.
Yeah. He had a couple jams on that tape.
Treated like it. What was the one with Treat Him Like You Want to Be Treated was Jodeci. Oh, and I'll Do For You. That was the Mary J. Blige cut. Yeah.
Ooh, man, when Mary J. did that.
Right now, Stereo Crew. She's a skeezer. What is it called? She's a. Good thing we got these.
Oh, right.
Stereo. She's a. It's not skeezer. Stereo. Did I say Stereo Crew or Stereo Boys?
You said Stereo Crew.
I think it was Stereo. She's a skag. That's what. And look, it's on Epic Records. She's a skag. And it's got like a 25-minute intro, so you know it's old school. That's cute.
Yeah.
Let me see.
That shit old as hell. I remember I went and bought a damn. I bought some Ice Cube, some NWA album. There was a bunch of bullshit. It wasn't even the.
Man, you think I'm fat or something? You brought me the whole box, man.
Well, in case anybody else wants something.
You want some donuts? Donuts.
Man, I remember I bought an NWA album that was shitty. It was like the, I don't even know if it was NWA and the Posse. It was
you want
just,
a donut?
It was crazy.
Q and my second favorite West Coast MC is E40.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I know Q gonna be in my top, and then shit.
But I was talking about Big Q NWA, and like I say, when they hit at the age I was at, the stuff that I was seeing, it was just real relatable to me.
Of reality.
And I have people when I have talks about people when they talk about who your favorite MC. Well, I'm a loyal cat. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Of course, you've had people that came along. You know what I'm saying? But my biggest influence to even make me want to even try to write my first rap was Q. You know what I'm saying? So I keep him at that top spot, even though he don't rap as much as he used to, or whatever. He stays at my top spot.
He's another one.
Yeah.
And at one time,
he my top West Coast MC.
But now it seems like Q, he can still rhyme. If you listen to his new stuff, he still rhyme, but he doesn't make great songs anymore. But
if you was listening to
the new one is kind of dope.
If you was listening to that
I'm always in trouble. It don't matter.
If you was listening to if you was listening to hip hop, especially in the early '90s, there is no way you could not have been a Cube fan.
Oh, I've been a Cube fan.
If you wasn't a Cube fan, you just didn't like it.
A lot of, you know what? A lot of, when we was growing up though, a lot of people was Eazy-E fans.
Yeah.
I was always a Cube fan. Always.
Yeah.
I liked Eazy, but Cube was always my favorite.
It seemed like Dre did the better production though when Eazy when it was just that Eazy-E album.
Mm-hmm.
Dre
What Eazy
production
does
on
it?
that Eazy.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
if you was an Eazy fan, and you was a Cube fan, you was an NWA fan.
Yeah,
You
I
can
like
actually tell. You can actually tell when Eazy started writing his own rhymes.
Yep.
You can tell.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like that straight from the motherfucking streets before he died.
Real motherfucking G's.
Yeah,
Yep.
you can tell. You know what I'm saying? You can tell when he started writing his own rhymes.
Man,
Now,
Cube, that shit.
I think if he would have lived, being that he hadn't soaked up what he had soaked up, he probably would have became a better rhymer. Mm-hmm. But you could tell when he wrote his own.
He wasn't no rapper though at first. You know, he was just a dope boy that funded
Yeah.
everything.
You know what I'm saying?
Cube was the rapper. Cube was the writer. He was the writer.
He was a writer.
Yeah.
And he just had that. He just delivery just happened to be dope. Ren wrote a lot of stuff.
Ren wrote a lot of
Yeah.
stuff. Like that Niggas for Life album. That's majority Ren.
Hey man, that damn Kiss My Black Ass album was underrated. I like that
Ren,
album.
yeah.
Kiss My Black Ass.
The one that even
Same old shit.
the other one with the same old shit that had the Final Frontier and all that on there.
Yeah, that's Kiss My Black Ass.
That's Kiss My Black Ass.
Uh-huh.
That was dope.
So you can't give me okay, because Dale gave me his. You can't give me at least 2 at the top.
Nah, I can't do 2. Nah, because the guys that we were just talking about, for me, they're just extensions. We were already listening to Short. We were already listening to Rodney and Joe Cooley. We were already listening to Egyptian Level. We already were listening to the same guys that these guys were listening to.
I thought Rodney and Joe Cooley was from New York.
Until they,
from Seattle.
I thought them niggas was from New York, man.
until they ate New York up.
I did not.
But you don't hear me though.
Rodney, yeah.
But see, my third one would be Short. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on a lot of Short.
I did too. Every album.
Tidy T, we was listening to Tidy T at the time. So
And Banks. Y'all remember that Banks? That's a good, underrated producer.
Yeah, that was
Yep.
Dangerous Crew.
Yep.
yeah,
Okay,
they
so
were just extensions.
we supposed to be doing a podcast, but I done recorded all this extra footage.
This it right here.
This it right
There's a podcast.
This
We doing this. This
So here's what I want to know: when you guys
keep rolling.
down south,
All right.
on the West Coast, we at least I did. I respected the East Coast, but I liked our West Coast music. You guys the South came in with an entirely different sound. I promise you, the stuff that we were hearing on the West Coast from the South, it was good, but it wasn't. When I moved down here, I found out, whoa, there's a lot more to this. Like,
What was y'all getting on the list? We can break it
Ghetto
down.
Boys.
Okay.